What's up, everyone? Welcome to the lair. I'm cleaning some of my rigs right now, so it's a little bit bare, but I wanted to show some people. They've asked me what I have going on with my electric. So I told them I had I know an electrician. He came over, he installed a new breaker for me to be able to support my rigs. I have three GPU rigs right now. One is a CPU one upstairs that mine's burst. Two 1080 Ti rigs, each with 8 on there. Another one that's RX 580s that was mining Ether. I switched about 2 months ago to a mining Ubiq. But yeah, I'm cleaning my one 1080 Ti right now. So right now I have one plugged in, and then I have I'll show you guys my power cord to the one PSU, just so I could test the CPU, RAM, motherboard, all that stuff, make sure that it was working properly before I went further. But show you guys what I got here. So if you look right here, I have these two right here that are connected directly into here. Switch on the side, and this thing has inside of it a 40 amp circuit to here and a 40 amp circuit to here. So it's 20 amp, 20 amp, 20 amp, 20 amp. So essentially I can put 4 rigs on here. I don't need an extension cord. I could just plug in my 2 power supplies, my 2 power supplies, 2 power supplies, 2 power supplies. But I have a monitor and a couple other things, so I actually have one extension cord. That's the yellow one. I have my monitor plugged into, it's actually a TV, but I have that plugged into the extension cord along with my 1000 watt PSU. My 1600 watt is plugged directly into here, and that's the setup. I mean, he just came over and it took him maybe a couple hours to get everything up and running, but we'll see. Here's my baby. Her name's Xena. She's the newest addition to the family. Well, she was, until now. Her brother Hercules is now being built. That's her. Say hi, baby. Yeah. There's some fans. Messy down there. I just reorganized this, so you notice that they're actually in pairs, zip tied down. I reorganized all of my PCIe slots, so now they're all in order. It goes 1 through 8 now, or 0 through 7, I should say. Before, they were all over the place because I just put them in order, as in left and right from, I'm trying to think how that, so it went 0 was in slot 1, 2 was in slot 3, 3 was in slot 2, so it kind of was offset by 1. It alternated, and the reason why I normally wouldn't care about something like that, but it became difficult when I was trying to just do some prissy shit. I was trying to get my, if you noticed on it, it's cycling colors, and they're Spectra, which is the software for, I want to show you guys that right now. See, 5940, and yeah, it ranges right now. They're using the internet upstairs. I think that might be affecting it, but my souls that I get are over 5900. It's never below that. It's normally right around 5950 to 6150. It fluctuates between that, which I don't really like, that 200 solution range. It's not a full 200, you know, it's more like 160. It's like each one could fluctuate up to 20 souls. I normally just restart the miner. I shut it down and turn it right back on, not the computer, and that normally fixes it. But I'm happy with getting above 5900. As long as I'm getting close to 6000, I'm fine. All my temps are between 55 and 64 degrees Celsius. So nothing is over 65 degrees Celsius. I'm not saying that because it has to be under that. I just like keeping them in the lower 60s and the 50s to ensure long life. You know, the last thing you want is your GPU's getting too hot. So overall I'm happy with that. And what I wanted to show you guys too today, besides that, is OpenBazaar. That's mine, guys. You want to find me? Your democracy has been hacked. Alright, so some cool shit. But I wanted to just show you guys briefly how this works, okay? I'm going to discover. I got 2 notifications. Maybe I got some followers. Yeah, I do. But right here, guys, is your digital marketplace. So as I said, there's not a lot of drugs per se on here. It's not a Silk Road copy. This is more of an Amazon. See, like they got shit like NVIDIA, Asus, dual GTX 1070s, 8 gigs. So someone must have sold it. But I go back, let's say, see, someone's doing a test just to make sure it works. Someone's selling their Harley on here, 99 Harley. Pretty cool. So buy now, type physical good, used condition but good, and you just scroll through and they got different pictures of it, some reviews on the buyer, which he doesn't have any, refund policy set by him, return accepted within 30 days in the same condition delivered, and there are no terms of service that are technically entered. What I would do now is I'd go to buy now. I need to enter my address, my type of payment. That's what he accepts. You can set what you want. So I could set other altcoins. And if you notice, I can use Shapeshift to change my Bitcoin or my altcoins to Bitcoin, vice versa, to make the payment happen. My additional info, if there's a coupon code, hit apply, and then I hit pay. Alright, and then from there I can choose whether I want it to be moderated or not. But it's pretty cool. As you guys can see, this looks like drugs. It's not. It's actually a plant. It's like a plant somebody to help you grow your plants. Sure, it's a lot of comics, some luxury goods. There's almost 1,200 goods on here right now. We got artichokes, Instagram followers, OpenBazaar store. We got some Viagra. More of that. Clinical exam. Spirit Guru candle holder. See, I like that. I'm actually buy some shit like that. About the tray. But you see, guys, pretty fucking cool. Okay. Second thing I want to show you guys is a lot of my friends have been asking me, well, people I know from social media, what 1080 Ti's I'm using for my rigs. I use these. Amp Extreme Edition, not the Core. These actually perform better than the Cores. They perform better than just the plain 1080 Ti amps. There's actually some issues that have been had with the amps and them burning out, and these are the best of the Zotac 1080 Ti's. The only one that I would even consider over this is if you feel like spending the extra money, which I didn't, was to buy the, I don't know what the exact name of them, but they do have a water-cooled version. The water cooler is built onto them. Those ones I would say if you can get for a good price, yeah, go for it. Other than that, Amp Extreme Edition, not Amp Core, not just Amp. I use these, I like these because of I like the customization that I get with the Spectra. They have a built-in cooling system known as, what's it called? Freeze, or Ice Storm, efficient cooling, max performance, freeze technology, zero noise at idle or boosting, or zero noise at idle to boost your fan life. I run my fans at 75%. So I'm not too worried about my fan life. They come out of the box with a 2-year warranty. You can, if you register them within the first 30 days on the site after you buy them, you extend that to a 3-year warranty. So value is there. I haven't had any issues with these cards whatsoever. They work like a charm for me. I have 24 of these cards total now, and yeah. So like I said, I haven't gotten one bad one from Zotac. I ordered them all directly from their Amazon store. BP Photo or BW Photography or BP Photography. They're another good place to get them from. I'm pretty sure they don't charge tax, whereas Amazon you have to try and kind of figure out what seller you want to go to get the tax, to get the tax-free one. But yeah, I wanted to run through that real quick. The other thing is, people were asking me what it meant on some of the pools. It says that there's issues with Z addresses, so to not send your mining things. It's not a Zcash address. Your Z address is your private address. So if you have if you have transactions you want to be anonymous and you want them to be not able to be seen, then you use your Z address. It's your hidden one. That's what makes Zcash Zcash. The same protocol as Bitcoin, but they have an anonymity piece to it. So all that means is to use your regular address, which normally starts with a T. I think it stands for transparent. I use Jax for my Zcash mining. I do that because I like to be able to monitor it from my phone. I can remotely log into mine anytime. I just found a script to put into CUDA Miner to be able to auto run and set different settings to have it, you know, shut off and turn back on at different times, or if my GPUs reach different temperatures or shit like that. But for me, I'd rather just log in directly to look at it. So I have my pool. I took my address that I use, I put it into the pool webpage, and I have that on my phone as well as my computer. So as much as I used to look at CoinMarketCap and just the market caps of different coins and checking Bittrex twice an hour, every hour, now I do that with my rigs. Now I monitor everything from my phone while I'm at work. If anything happens to any of them, I can remotely log into each one of them and reset up my miner. Which I'm happy that I set that up, because one time I didn't realize it. Well, why I did was it had been off for 5 hours and I didn't know until I checked my mining pool page and I saw that it had gone offline. Now I have email notifications from them, but I just check the page. If I see it drop below a certain number, if I see it fluctuating a lot, then I'll remote into my computer, I'll shut it off and I'll turn it back on, the miner itself. Maybe I'll shut the computer off for 15 minutes, give it a little break, and then turn it back on. You normally don't have to, but I run mine 24 hours a day, 25/8. Some people shut them off for certain periods of time. I don't. So for that reason, every once in a while give them a little bit of breathing time. I also like to clean them. As I said, I have one of mine out there right now getting cleaned, and it's very important to keep them clean. They accumulate a lot of dust with those spinning fans, and dust creates fires. So you want to make sure to take them apart, clean them. The hour you're going to spend taking it apart and cleaning it, 2 hours you're going to spend, cost you a few dollars per rig, is well worth the longevity of your cards and all of your components. So I highly recommend that. Yeah, guys, I mean, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and follow me for more information and news on cryptocurrency, Zcash, Bitcoin Gold as it comes up, and more mining videos. Thanks, guys.